April 6, 2015, opening day from the Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, Ohio. It was the Pittsburgh Pirates at the Cincinnati Reds, and on the mound for the Pirates was Francisco Liriano, and on the mound for the Reds was Johnny Cueto. And in this game, in the bottom of the third, Cueto ended up walking to lead off the inning. Hamilton then grounded into a fielder's choice, and Votto hit a single. So now Hamilton was on third. And then a balk by Liriano brought Hamilton across the plate for the first score of this game, as it was now Cincinnati 1, Pittsburgh 0. Then in the bottom of the fourth, Bird struck out swinging to lead off the inning, and then Joe Bruce came up and he hit a home run. Jay Bruce, a solo shot, and it was now 2-0 Cincinnati over Pittsburgh. Now fast forward to the top of the 8th inning with Kevin Gregg on the mound for the Reds, and Lambeau flied out. Harrison then hit a single when Polanco lined out, and that brought up Andrew McCutchen, and McCutchen hit a 2-run shot, and this game was tied at 2 runs apiece. Parra then came in to relieve Gregg. He ended up laying off a single to Walker, and then Diaz came in and struck out Marte. And so now we went to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Watson on the mound for Pittsburgh, and he got Dominguez swinging for the first out of the inning, and then he let up a single to Hamilton. Votto then singled, so now he had 2 on, 1 out. Hamilton stole third. Now Frazier at the plate, and he hits a 3-run shot, and now the Reds were back in the lead with the score now 5-2, Cincinnati over Pittsburgh. So now, after getting out the inning, the next 2 batters would ground out, and so Aroldis Chapman would come out to close things out for Cincinnati, and Rodriguez would hit for Alvarez, and he struck out swinging for the first out. Then Cervelli struck out looking for the second out. Mercer came up down by 3 with 2 outs in the top of the 9th, and Mercer ended up fouling out as he got out for the 3rd out, and Chapman picks up the save. So Aroldis Chapman gets the save, and Jumbo Diaz was the pitcher of record when they ended up taking the lead back with that 3-run shot by Frazier, and Watson ends up getting the loss for Pittsburgh as he was the pitcher who ended up letting up the home run. So Tony Watson gets the loss, Diaz with the win, Chapman with the save. And Johnny Cueto pitched 7 innings. He didn't allow any earned runs, just 4 hits, 1 walk, and 10 strikeouts. Craig, 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits, 2 earned runs. Parra came in. He didn't retire a batter. He did let up a hit. Diaz only retired 1 batter. He struck out the only batter he saw, and that was good enough to pick up the win, as he was the pitcher of record when the Reds got that 3-run shot by Frazier, as I already said. And Chapman came in to pitch the 9th, struck out 2 batters, and they got the last one to foul out. And so Chapman with the save. Liriano, the starter for Pittsburgh, pitched 7 innings. He allowed 2 earned runs, 2 hits, 3 walks, and 7 strikeouts for Liriano. Watson then came in to pitch the 8th, and he allowed that 3-run shot, 3 earned runs, 3 hits, and he got 1 strikeout, and he ended up recording the loss for Pittsburgh. And in this game, Bruce and Frazier each went deep for Cincinnati. That was their only extra base hits of the game. Harrison had a double for Pittsburgh, and McCutchen had a home run for their extra base hits. Hamilton was 1 for 4 with 2 runs in the game. Votto 2 for 4 with a run. Frazier 1 for 4 with 3 RBI and 1 run. Bruce was 1 for 2 with 1 RBI and a run. He also walked 1 time. Harrison for Pittsburgh was 2 for 4. McCutchen was also 2 for 4 with 2 RBI. So the final score, Cincinnati 5, Pittsburgh 2.